Hey folks, Crazy Climber 80 here again, and this time we're going to look at a game called Road Fighter 2, but I guess it's more commonly known as Midnight Run. It's not related to the 1980s movie with Robert DeNiro and Charles Grodin. No, this is a cool racing game by Konami, and it is the second game in the Road Fighter series. The first game is Road Fighter in 1984 by Konami, and this was created 11 years later. This is Midnight Run, also known as Road Fighter 2, and this was followed by Winding Heat in 1996. We'll look at least a little bit of all those games, but this was requested by YouTube user Sonic Ace 24, and I'm very sorry that this game is choppy. Nothing I can do about that. This doesn't work entirely right in MAME. It's a little bit choppy. Maybe one day it'll get fixed, but as of right now, it's not perfect. Right here it doesn't look bad, but during gameplay it's very choppy. And in fact, the video would stop recording after like a minute of gameplay, which really sucked. So I had to use Bandicam to capture the action. And it was choppy during gameplay, so sorry about that. But yeah, I can't get it to work right, so sorry. But I'll still show you each of the courses. There's 4 different cars you can choose from. There is a Honda NSX, a Toyota Supra, a Mazda RX-7, and a Nissan Skyline GTR. So I don't know which one is which. I'll start with the yellow car. But this has a cool play-by-play as you're driving. Well, it's a gal that's either cheering you on or she's deriding you for being in last place. But it's funny if you are in last place, she's like, "Why are you last? Are you driving Miss Daisy?" Or, "You did it, you passed him." Yeah, this was created in 1995 by Konami. It's pretty cool racing game. Just like most other, just like most other racing games of the time, there are checkpoints to restore your time. I don't think you get a different ending if you finish in first place than if you finished in last place. Nevertheless, you get to put in your initials if you've made good enough time. Crap. Shut up, bitch. Yeah, the biggest pain in the ass in this game is trying to pass the traffic, which can really crowd you. And if you slam into them, you lose a little bit of time or speed, and the opponent cars, which have numbers over them that say like 1, 2, 3, 4, or whatever, or it'll say record, like the time you want to beat to be able to get the top score. And those numbered cars are the ones you're competing against. But God, it's annoying trying to pass the traffic without slamming into him. Hey, don't move into my lane. Yeah, if not for the traffic, it'd be super easy to shut up, to finish the race in time. But we'll at least have a little bit of a look at the other courses, medium and hard, or whatever they were called. The second course, you can drive an alternate road to start with. It'll eventually go back to the main road. Crap. And it's free of traffic, but there's a lot of curves to it. Driving Miss Daisy? Oh, Get out of my frickin' way. This game, yeah, it doesn't record right in MAME. It cuts out after like 1 minute of gameplay. So I had to record this with Bandicam. You can see on the upper left the times that you got for your laps. And since this is on the third one, I'm almost finished with this course. If I can just stay ahead, there I'll get first place on the list. If I can just stay ahead of that third place car, or the third place car, or whatever, fourth place car now. There we go, third. Yeah, I think this little ending bit here is the same for all, whether you finished first or fourth. And get some bonus points. Technical bonus, passing bonus. Over 60,000, that's not too bad. But yeah, sorry, the narration is choppy, the action is a little bit choppy. There's nothing I can do about that. Hopefully this gets fixed in future MAME versions. I've played this in, I think the most recent one, 183, to date. But let's also look at the medium course, or at least a little bit of it. Yeah, there we go, medium. Starlight Heat. And you're at a toll booth to start off. But, I had to, it's kind of unique in this game. You can switch between manual and automatic during the race, which was kind of unusual for a racing game at the time. And I had to do that to begin with, otherwise I would be really slow. That's what happened to me anyway. So I had to quickly switch to manual and then back to automatic, and I was able to race okay. But at the very beginning of this track of medium difficulty, you can choose an alternate road, and it'll have no traffic, but there will be tight curves, and that is where it merges back to the main road. I'll take that road later on. And from that point on, it's blocked off. So you can only do it once. Those construction workers move really quick, putting the blockade up on it by the time you reach there again. And as far as I remember, you can only do it once. Really nice graphics on this game. I like it, it's just not working right. Yeah, like I said, oh, dang it. Like I said, MAME chopped off the video when I was recording through MAME. It only allowed me to record like 1 minute of gameplay, and then the video would not record anymore. So I'd go back and look at the video that did record and see it only lasted like a minute. I got pretty pissed off. I don't like to waste too much time on making a video. I hate when like a billion different things go wrong. But yeah, this is the second game in the series of Road Fighter games. Yeah, I'm just showing you a little like one lap of each of the other courses, difficulties. This is hard. You have viewpoint buttons. You can change the viewpoint of your car. This is the viewpoint I like best, I think, for this game at least. Maybe other ones would have been better. but I'll just show you one lap of the hard course. And lastly, I will show you the alternate road for the medium course. Yeah, it actually gets pretty damn fast. And then after I show you the alternate road at the beginning of the medium course, then I'll show you a little bit of the other games in the series. Road Fighter, the first one, and then Winding Heat, which came out a year after this one did, 1996. Yeah, there's not a whole lot of different things. The play-by-play gal will say, God, that was so annoying. Why are you last? Would you get your stupid butt out here and try to drive with all this traffic getting in my way? And you passed him. But yeah, I'd never heard of this game until recent years. I like it. It's a good racing game. Konami wasn't really heavy on the racing games in the 90s, it didn't seem. Sega and Namco were really the kings of racing in the arcade at the time. Yeah, Sega especially had some great racers like Sega Rally Championship and Daytona USA. Those were fantastic racing games. Those are probably my favorite racing games of all time for the arcades. But now here is the alternate road you can take on the medium course. There's the toll booth again. Again, yeah, you have to switch transmissions right at the beginning. At least I had to in this version of MAME. Here comes that alternate road coming up here, right here. And yeah, the curves are really tight here, but there's no traffic. If you can race with the curves, then definitely take this alternate road. That'll give you a little distance between the other cars. And it'll merge in just a moment back to the main road. I like racing games where there's alternate routes to go, like in San Francisco Rush. But that was Midnight Run, also known as Road Fighter 2. It's not related to the 1988 Robert De Niro movie. And now let's look at Road Fighter. And here you have to, you're not going to drive very fast unless you hold down the gear shift button. But yeah, this is just an overhead racing game. It's not too spectacular. Once in a while there will be cars that you can touch to refuel your to replenish your fuel supply. So your fuel supply is on the right, and it's diminishing as you drive. You just need to make it to the end. If you slam into a car, you might be knocked off the road and you'll lose some fuel and get put back on the road. Yikes. Well, I almost went off the road, but I was able to stay on the road. I'll just show you one level. And there's little puddles of water on the road. Slow you down a little bit. Yeah, that plane will show you that this level's almost over. Yeah, touch those flashing cars and you'll replenish your fuel a little bit. Ah, damn it. I lose a little bit more fuel. But the course is almost over. And there we go. But that was the first Road Fighter game back in 1984 by Konami. And you continue on to other courses or whatever. Now let's look at Winding Heat, created by Konami in 1996. And this is cool. This has more exotic courses. This seems to work okay in the most recent MAME version. There's different courses you can select from. And look at all those different cars you get to choose from. Really, really cool looking cars too. Damn, a hell of a lot more than the 4 cars you get to choose from in Midnight Run or Road Fighter 2. It's hard to believe that Road Fighter 1 and Road Fighter 2 are related just by the way they look so different. I don't know anything about cars, so I can't tell you what any of them are. Is that a Jaguar? I don't know. But it's basically the same, but it works a lot better than Midnight Run. It works a lot better in MAME. It's kind of a this is like an England course. Ah, shit. This time you get oncoming traffic to deal with. That sucks. But I just wanted to show you a little bit of Winding Heat, which is the 3rd game in the Road Fighter series. There was Road Fighter, and then there was Midnight Run. But in general, that was Midnight Run, also known as Road Fighter 2 by Konami in 1995. Well, this is Crazy Climber 80 saying thanks for watching Midnight Run or Road Fighter 2 by Konami in 1995. Also Road Fighter 1 and Winding Heat. I will catch you later in the future with another video. Keep up the requests, folks. Bye-bye.